jungle. The top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your, right through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them to get back from round me. My what it is, really I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord I'm gifted. Oh, overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragic. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby, sail me toward the sky. Here I come, a freaky side. Oh no, don't you close your eyes. I'ma give you something to cry about. I'ma teach you how to fly without fear. Doubt, just regret. Break it out, break a sweat, baby, the doll, break a leg. Let you lay the power check. Sipping on the sun in the cup somewhere. 'Cause she ain't really seen nothing like me yet. Cannibalistic, animal instinct. You fools hurt. Jesus wept.
I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you a friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Getting triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I wear a fat gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, when I hit that. Okay, when I hit that. It's only like you know. Okay, when I hit that. Okay, when I hit that. Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, 'cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh, only winning is exceptional.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Off play action, it's Stick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards.
First and 10.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stick back to pass. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The goal line. It's a
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 70 Lion. Let's make trap 60. Trap 60. It's a safety creek.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Saquon Barkley.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown,
Trey Burton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Bears 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
T-Rack got me.
Hey boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that link, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. Say what you gon' do with that? Stop playing. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan, yeah. I got it right in the end, now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10, in it again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rollin' or rollin' the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
first opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Saquon Barkley, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. It's caught. Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
New York.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and...
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Allen Robinson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 from the 20. stick from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
2.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Good.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Wide receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a gain of 34. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Barkley.
Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Jones. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Complete to
Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering.
He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Good.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 54 yards.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Our defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Is good.
And his kick is right through.
Giants 14, Bears 7. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Get that quarterback. Shift. Tighten up. Shift.
And that'll set them back 5. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Jones. He's going to rifle one. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10.
That's right, baby. It's all
the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On second down, it's Stick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete. The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stick looks to throw, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Smith in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Allen Robinson.
As the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Giants 28, Bears 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That catch good for only a couple.
Pass complete to number 29. Out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Stick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Quick the edge. Go, go.
This is Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one completed to J.P. Holtz. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Brought him down.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
29, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
29, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
New York.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Check that. What, Mike 52, right? Check smash. Go. Mike 52. Hey.
Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike 52. Let's go. 52 is the mic right here.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Giants 35, Bears 10.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take
another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you could benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
On the carry.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Jones steps away to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
on 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, there goes Melvin Gordon past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by DeMario Davis.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Giants 38, Bears 17. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they got this one well in hand. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
5-yard line.
last play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the pass. Big out. Switch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Jones took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun throw for Stick. Got a man open. It's Wims. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Giants 38, Bears 24.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Jones on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 44 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes